Oh, thank you, Miss Lynn.
You're welcome.
Either that or Mike's on the phone, one or the other.
Nope, he just tapped me on the shoulder and said, start the recording.
Awesome, thank you. I was getting ready to do it. That's perfect.
Pat Ryan's here.
Good, bad Pat.
Big Pat Ryan.
Hey, this is Dawn Ritter.
Hello, Dawn.
Good evening, Miss Dawn.
Hi, how are you guys tonight?
Good.
Fantabulous.
Good evening. I'm hearing some more dings. Tell us who you are and where you're calling from, please.
My
Hey,
name
this
is
is Amanda Hoffmann from Long Island, New York.
Miss Amanda, I heard that. I heard one other voice. I'm sorry.
This is Sabrina from Standish, Michigan.
Well, good evening, Miss Sabrina from Michigan. Good evening. We're getting more calls coming in here. If you don't mind, tell us who you are and where you're calling in from.
Carissa from Midland, Michigan.
Woo, Clarissa from Michigan. Welcome.
Dawn Ellis, San Jose, California.
There she is. How are you, girl?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic. Enjoying a beautiful 70-degree, absolutely gorgeous day today. Happy to be on the call tonight.
Yeah, it was nice here, too. We had yucky weather the other day, but we need the rain because we're in a drought here. So
Ooh, I'm sorry.
we
You can
just
have
got
some of ours. We're
mandatory
good.
water. Yeah, we just got the water restriction thingy. So,
Wow.
yeah, not good. So pray for rain
Folks,
in California.
Awesome.
You can have
Folks,
all
we'll
the
give it-
Missouris.
Yeah, I'll send you some too. Folks, we'll give it about another 45 seconds here to just get our last messages out for the night. We truly have amazing stories on the line tonight, and we want to make sure that we're inspiring everybody in the world that we can. We heard from Pastor White last week and Tony Stubbs, and this week we've got two amazing guests that have both made their way into the 100-pound club, and we're terribly proud of both of them. Good evening. Welcome to the call. If you don't mind, tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Rod Ruddick, Birmingham, Alabama.
Woo! Good evening, Rod. Man, that's three of you guys in there. Good job, Kelton. So, folks, it's right at 9:03. Let's go ahead and get started. It is Tuesday night. We greatly thank you guys for making your way out to the Hope Call. Good evening. Welcome to the call. Who just joined us?
It's Brenda from Windsor.
Hey, Miss Brenda. Good evening. So, folks, this is my name is Dave Morgan. I'm in the 100-pound club. I'm out of Louisville, Kentucky. My wife and I are regional directors. And tell you a little bit about my story before I pass the call over to the wonderful Miss Lynn Kirn. And we started our challenge just a little over 2.5 years ago. And when we started, I was 310 pounds and 60 inches around the belly. My doctor had listed me as morbidly obese on my paperwork, on my medical charts, but never talked to me about it. And I looked down one day and I saw that, and in my head, morbidly obese kind of translated to deathly fat. And I wasn't real cool with him having never said a word to me about it. So I talked to him, and year after year, he'd say, oh, you're okay, don't worry about it. Finally, one day I looked at him and I said, Doc, you got to do something. We have to make a change. My dad died on his 66th birthday from complications of diabetes and heart disease, and he was fat and in the hospital every year because of his obesity. And I look like him, I sound like him, and I'm built just like him. And I said, you know what, the only person to change this is me. I had said no to the challenge for 4 months. Some friends of ours that love us dearly, that we've known for years, just kept challenging. They just kept after us. And finally, one day I woke up and looked in the mirror, and I saw my dad way too much. And I said, you know, I got to do something. So I looked at my wife and I said, what's that thing that Tim and Amber are doing? And so we went over out on a Saturday night after church. They said, you know what's the worst thing you're going to do? If you don't like the products, you overplan to go to dinner anyway. I was like, that's a pretty good point. We at least see our friends. So we hopped on board, and first 90 days, no exercise. I dropped 41 pounds. Now, obviously, we're a health and fitness company, so we're not here saying, hey, don't exercise. But I didn't want to add that as a variable. And so beyond that, I did start to exercise. Once I lost 50 pounds, I started to exercise, and I'm making my way down to 105 total pounds lost. After I had lost over half my weight. I started doing exercise, started running. Not long after that, I started biking, started doing some swimming, and then ultimately participated in Ironman Louisville last year. So a lot of what we're going to talk about tonight is goals. And some of the folks we've got in this call have got just tremendous goals. And that's one of the beauties within Visalis. We'll talk about just a little bit here with Ms. Lynn. But with that, so I'm in the Pound Club. I'm thrilled to be there because we get I'm hosting amazing calls every week where we get to inspire people, to hear people's stories, their tips for success, what did they do that makes them different. And one of the best stories that we've got that tells a lot of that is Miss Lynn Kirn, a dear friend of ours out of the St. Louis area. And Lynn, I believe you're on the line with us.
Yes, I am, Dave. Thank you for the introduction. My name is Lynn Kirn. My husband and I started the challenge about 2.5 years ago, also just as Dave did. And at that point, we were kind of taking a stab in the dark. I was watching a friend on Facebook, and she was losing weight and traveling around to a lot of fun places. So I messaged Tracy, and I said, I don't know what you're doing, but I want in. So I gathered up Mike, and we went down to her house for to taste the shakes, and Mike figured it was yet another weight loss attempt that would probably go by the wayside like the rest of ours did. And we went down, and we left as promoters, and Mike looked at me and said, what just happened in there? I thought we were buying a bag of powder. And I said, no, it happened just like I wanted it to happen. So since then, I have lost 118 pounds. I started off at 358. I have, talking about goals, my goal is to be in the 200-pound club, loser. I don't have a fine date set on that, but we'll work on that one. Mike, my husband's lost 130 pounds. So we enjoy living the Vi life, and that's just a little glimpse of our story. One quick highlight from the 2.5 years of many changes was we used to buy 3 plane tickets for 2 people. That was a tough one to swallow, but we knew we didn't want to put somebody in between us, and we knew we wouldn't fit side by side. So now I'm happy to say we can buy 2 plane tickets when we travel, so our vacations got a little cheaper. So on that note, I know. On that note, I'm going to kick it off over to Kelton Langford out of Alabama, correct? Kelton, are you with us? You might be on mute.
I'm with you.
Oh.
I'm with you.
You want to? Okay, wonderful. Welcome to the TeamViHOPE Call. Would you like to share your story with us?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for this that great introduction. I started this challenge because I knew I had no business being at the weight that I was at. I'm an ex-football player. I always worked out. I was the strongest person on the team, probably the 3rd fastest person on the team. Very disciplined. I'll never say I was a big person of eating right, but I did, watch certain things I eat. I did drink plenty of water and things of that nature. But I just had I just went through a little depression time where I just eating bad, wasn't really concerned about what I was putting in my body. I was getting injured on the job, and it used to take me months to heal from a basic ankle injury that it takes me now maybe 30 minutes to an hour to heal from it. So I just knew I had to do something. So a good friend of mine told me about the challenge when she seen me working out. That's what everybody do. They get a trainer, go to the gym, and then when they realize that your whole body is in pain from all the years of not working out and all the years of eating bad, that it's very tough to do if you're not putting the right things in your body. So I started off with the shape kick. I started off with the shape kick February of 2013, and ever since then, it's just been magic. I dropped 100 pounds in 10 months. 100 pounds in 10 months. And it wasn't necessary. Yes, it wasn't necessarily a combination of going to the gym or working out like crazy. I just completely changed the way I eat. I never skip meals. I did a lot of cardio, and I just kept doing the program. One thing I learned about this challenge is all mine. You guys want to lose weight, and I want to lose weight. I wanted to get back healthy, and I also wanted to crush my goal. My goal right now is to lose 30 more pounds by my birthday, and also run either 4.6 or 4.7. That's my goal that I want to do, but before my birthday, which is September 23rd. Right now, I'm down 130 pounds on the challenge, but I also put on 30 pounds of lean muscle, so I probably lost more than that. I'm just going by what the scale is saying. So I absolutely love the challenge. I recommend the challenge to anybody. My advice is just stick with it and follow the steps.
That is phenomenal, Kelton. Great job. Wow, what a way to step up and just take control of your life and change it and make yourself feel better. I do have to ask, though, what's your favorite product, byproduct, outside of your Shape Kit?
I would say the favorite product right now has to be the Vitrim and the Shake Mix and the Neon. Those are my three favorites. I love the Vitrim and the Vislam and, of course, the Shake Mix and the Neons. It's just a perfect combination for my lifestyle right about now. Just a perfect combination.
I couldn't agree more. I'm trying to, get away from coffee, doing more Neon, and that Vitrim really comes in handy on those hungry days, and it keeps me on track, I know, really, really well. Well, thank you very much for sharing your story, and I can't wait to see you in Kansas City because I know you're going to be able to crush that goal and probably go beyond. So maybe you could get a foot race with Ernest Ross or Kevin Merriweather. They both are runners.
Right. I already beat several guys in Vi, and I beat about probably 20 guys in Birmingham. So I think I'm ready for Ernest now.
There you go. Well, thank you very much. Next up, we have a guest, Amanda Hoffmann. Are you out there, Amanda?
Yes, I am. I hear you loud and clear.
Welcome to TeamViHOPE Call.
Thank you.
I will go ahead and give you the floor, and I'm excited to hear your story.
I would love to share my story. My name is Amanda Hoffmann. I'm 23. I'm from Long Island, New York. I'm a single mom of 2 boys. When I was little, I was always the big kid. I was always bigger than everyone else. Finally, I thinned out the senior year of high school, and then I got pregnant with my first son and gained a lot of weight. And then I got pregnant again, and I gained even more. My second son was born with a severe congenital heart defect called hypoplastic left heart syndrome, which essentially means he was born without the left side of his heart. It just did not grow. So that definitely took a really, really big toll on me, emotionally, mentally, physically. I ended up over 300 pounds. I was miserable. I was depressed to the point I was borderline suicidal. I was in so much pain from getting so big so quick that I didn't even want to get out of bed in the morning. I had trouble breathing, trying to go up a flight of stairs, trying to walk through the city to be around my son and to get back and forth was really, really rough. And I was not really supported by those that should have been there in more ways than one. But there was that one person that said, hey, I see that you're struggling, and guess what? My cousin just came out from Cali and got us started on this really cool new thing, and I have these shakes, and I promise if you give it one last shot, they will help you, and it will change your life. It was that one person in my life that I attribute to changing it because he gave me hope. Right now, I'm down over 120 pounds. My biggest goal right now is getting to half of my body weight, which would be around 150 pounds, and then possibly beyond, depending on how I feel about myself. I'm currently training for a fitness competition that I know a couple of the 100-pound club members are also enrolling in. but I think mine will be the first because it's in July and I'm super nervous for it. I've begun bodybuilding and weightlifting, and I could not be happier. I'm so happy I made the decision to change my life because I need to be healthy for myself and also my kids. If there's no one healthy enough to take care of them, I mean, how do I expect them to be happy and healthy when I'm not happy and healthy? So I changed my life so I could hopefully change their lives too. And
wow.
I'm hoping to inspire other people and be that one person, that glimpse of hope when you don't see any other hope in your life, to be able to reach out and change some lives. That's one of my biggest goals, on top of losing half of my body weight, treating myself to fitness competition that I'm totally kicking my butt for right now. That's a little bit about me. There's a lot of underlying things beneath that, but that's a pretty good glimpse of it. Sum it up.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you for sharing your story. That is unbelievable. The nurse inside of me has to ask how your son's doing.
He has had 2 open heart surgeries so far. He's due for his 3rd, I believe, sometime this summer, depending on how he's doing. But it's a 3-step process, so we'll see what happens. There's a lot of modern technology that will hopefully be able to give him a normal life.
Yes, well, I will definitely keep you all in my prayers.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing your story. I know that's kind of a common theme with moms, with the babies that come, and then unfortunately there's health issues. Your health goes on the back burner, but I'm so proud of you that you're able to step up and take that step towards health for your children. And
thank you. I appreciate it.
The goals you have set are phenomenal. I can't wait to Facebook stalk you and cheer you on for your competition, because I will. So I'm just warning you, you're going to have another stalker. That is really, really cool. And my hat is off to you, because I don't think I could ever do that, even after losing 200 plus pounds, that I would have to even get to that thought process. But you never know what 2 years down the road has for me. Always have goals in mind. One of my goals right now is to work on my arms. I'm just not real happy with them, the upper parts, so that is part of my goals. And it kind of leads me into, so many people don't have a goal, so they kind of lose sight of using the shakes and nutrition for their body. And you have to kind of think, when you pay off a bill, do you abandon your job? Do you stop making money? No, you set another goal. You look for another purchase that you want. So you have to kind of stop and ask yourself if there's anybody out there that's like, okay, when I hit this weight, then I'm done. No, you have to stick with your goals. You have to stick with your nutrition. And Vi has such a great nutrition base that you don't want to abandon that just because you hit a goal. You come up with more goals, because, Amanda, I'm sure, after your competition, you're going to find more goals and not be like, oh, I did that, I'm done.
I'm going to provide champ and then Vi model one day. I'm going
See, there you go. Keep rolling at them goals. And I love that Vi now has 3 different goals that are pretty easy rolled out for us with the Project 10. We can help feed children. The 90-day challenge, where you can, set a goal like Kelton to run faster and beat times, beat personal records. And now this year they just rolled out the 12-month Vi Life challenge. How cool is that, to maintain, to just continue to make yourself better with great nutrition. I did forget to ask you, Amanda, what's your favorite product?
My favorite product right now definitely has to be Neon. I just did a Neon presentation and they went crazy over it with my Aunt Susan and her family. I also love NutriCookies just because they're on the go, and currently I'm go 24/7, so that's very, very convenient.
Yeah, I totally agree. I'm a bite girl. I have them like stuffed everywhere. I'm kind of like maybe a little closet bite, sneaker, type person. I might have a slight addiction is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, the cool thing about those, they're easy to go, and that kind of rolls into bringing up the summer check-in challenge that Vi has going on. I know tomorrow night we have our challenge, our summer challenge, and we get together and walk with some friends, and they might be passing out Vi bites tomorrow night. You never know if you show up with us and walk. Dave, is there anything else you'd like to kind of toss in?
Yeah, let me ask you this, Ms. Lynn. When you and Mike started this, what did you set for a first goal? For your first 90 days, what kind of goal did you set for yourselves?
Not to kill each other? No. Golly, it's been 2.5 years, and my memory, I don't really focus on things like that once it's gone past me. I do remember just focusing on taking the nutrition in and how well we were feeling. I'm trying to even think exactly what our first 90 days weight loss was. I think I was around 20 pounds. Mike was around 30 pounds. And like I said, we weren't really goal-focused at that part because we were still trying to figure out if it worked. I mean, I don't know why we were that skeptical. We've seen the Ritters dropping weight, Tracy Capps dropping weight, everybody around us dropping weight, but, you still have that skepticism in you. And, we did a great job.
Yes, you definitely did. And I guess the reason I'm asking that is what you were talking about with Kelton and with Amanda is that, their goals have changed. My guess is, and I could be wrong, but my guess is if you ask most people in the 100-pound club, their first 90 days, did they have a plan to lose 100 pounds or 200, 300, 400 pounds? My guess is that most of them are going to say no. And I know for me, my first 90 days, I said, I kind of threw out an arbitrary number. I said, well, I can lose 30 pounds. Well, nothing else had ever worked before, so I surely didn't expect this to. I ended up shattering that. I had lost 30 pounds in 56 days and laid in bed crying my eyeballs out because I thought, man, this is so simple and it can help so many people. And so, yes. We all see how goals change. And that's one of the things I really, really love about Vi is this isn't just some seemingly never-ending kind of, just goes off into an abyss kind of thing. Is, you've got the ability every 90 days to go, man, what do I want to do next? Maybe you're coming into a spring or summer and you're like, well, there's a race series in my area. Maybe I could participate in my first 5K. Or maybe you're the ding-dong who says, I'm going to go participate in Ironman. Maybe you're somebody who says, I'd like to get out and go, I can finally sit upright long enough that I can go canoeing, down a particular, or you can go whitewater rafting down the New Gully rivers. The beauty about the projects and challenges, literally every 90 days, we get to set new goals and experience new parts of life. We get to have life events that we wouldn't necessarily have thought about before. And I don't know about you, Lynn, but I take those very serious. I mean, when it comes to a new 90 days, I've got my goals laid out. Here's my action plan for how I'm going to get there. I mean, to be successful, I'm an engineer, so I'm kind of a nerd about things, but to be successful in something, you have to have a plan for it. And it's just absolutely what I love about Vi. It's so simple and it's so tailored to you.
Yes. Absolutely. And actually, speaking of that, we've done so many 5Ks and 5 miles that I had actually forgot to mention that part of my next 90-day goals is a MS Muckfest in Peasley in July. So, we're going to be getting down and dirty. Would have never envisioned doing that 2 years ago.
Right on. Well, Lynn, if you don't mind, it's 9:25. Let's go ahead and get this one closed out. Guys, we greatly appreciate everybody's time tonight. Amanda and Kelton, phenomenal job to you guys. Lynn, thank you so very much. We've learned a lot from you guys tonight. Kelton, man, I cannot tell you enough how much I wish you luck on getting to that 40-yard dash. I know my fastest was a 4.6, and that's when I played high school football. And that was 2 bad knees ago. It's been a lot of years. And Amanda, we will absolutely be cheering you on. We've got a couple members on our team this weekend that are doing fitness competitions, one for the first time, and that is just such a massive goal. And Teresa Thomas came public today with doing the same, and that just my hat goes off to you all. It's absolutely inspiring. We love seeing that, because you know that somebody has taken what was the 90-day challenge and they've truly turned it into a lifestyle. They've put a stake in the ground and they're going after their health, and we love seeing that. So. With that, guys, we encourage everybody to make sure you're participating in the Summer Check-In Challenge. Earn your 10 points every week. It's like earning $10 off your kit each week. Or heck, over some time you're going to earn a free case of Neon, right? And so make sure that you get with the person. Invite you after the call tonight. If you're not part of the challenge, get with them and let them put a shake in your belly. You absolutely won't believe your taste buds. So we thank everybody for your time. This call is officially over.